Hello everyone and welcome back to me. In today's video we're going to be going over how to build for this Ellatte. I'm not sure if this Ellatte was seasonal. I just remember she released, I want to say around the time maybe Margaret released. I just remember she released and she was quite broken. And she is actually quite good even to this day. And in my opinion she's actually a make or break for the Goddess team. If you don't have her, your damage is like extremely low, especially Mael. Like Mael, he's a good festival overall, but when he starts losing goddesses, he really starts losing damage. But this Ellatte really helps him like take his damage to a whole nother level. Even Liz, even Queen Liz, really good damage with her. And we're gonna go over how I would build her. So let me get this straight. I've not finished. Like, I haven't probably made her gear yet. I'm still making it. She's good in PvE. She's good in PvP. Ungeared, geared. You know, the odd final boss here and there. So she's quite a good overall character. Her basic stats, once again, her substats are really bad. That is because she shares the same basic stats as Red Ellatte and Blue Ellatte, who, of course, both released, well, Red Ellatte at least released 3 years ago, maybe a little bit longer than that. Which means she's going to have absolutely horrible substats and CC, even for some reason having points in her, like, things, which is really weird. But that's just how it is. She's an old character. Don't really expect that much from her. Like, bad. She's actually got surprisingly high crit damage. But of course, I do actually know. I know why. I haven't finished her gear yet. That's the reason her stats a little bit off. But overall, she's not got the best sub stats. Bear in mind, I've go to outfits quickly. You know, I've basically got. I've got nearly all her headgears. I'm missing 3 weapons. Well, I'm not going to buy weapons for her. I don't really care that much. And I've got all outfits. She's unfortunately got quite bad CC. Old gauge depletion. She does have the old one, not the one that Terry has, and that not many characters actually have the really good one, which is it depletes 2 old gauge at 2, 3 old gauge at 3. I do think that should become standard. In my opinion, they should like buff all of them and just make that card the universal one for old gauge removal, because it's kind of weird. 1-1-3, where like someone like Terry has the exact same multipliers, but it's 1-2-3. You know. But she's also got a cleanse skill as well. It's a heal. Level 2 it's a cleanse and a heal. And then at level 3 once again cleanse and a heal. Level 1 is just a heal, no cleanse. Which is okay. The Goddess team don't actually have any healers. So sometimes it can be quite clutch. Especially if you're, you know, half your team, I don't know, someone on your team dies. Ellatte drops down. You can then put, and if you get a healing skill you can heal. And sometimes it can actually be quite clutch. And sometimes I absolutely hate versing Goddess teams because of stuff like that has happened to me before. Once again, normal Ellatte buff. Normal Ellatte ult. So it's just your normal... removes debuffs, grants debuff immunity, defense related stat boost for 4 turns, and once again, the turns don't go up, but the defense related stats do. I think it's 10% per ult level. Yeah, it's 10% per ult level, which is like okay. Now on to what makes her like really broken for Goddess team. She's a back unit, and she increases the basic stats of goddesses by 5% for every goddess ally participating in battle. Increase goddess allies damage dealt by 3% for every buff applied to the allies. So what this means by buffs is, you know, you pop a Margaret buff, there you go, you've now got 6 buffs, you've now increased your damage dealt by 18%. Which doesn't sound like a lot, but bear in mind you're also getting 15% basic stats, plus the damage dealt. It can actually be quite big. I know goddesses have a lot of basic stat boost, you know, they've also got damage increase from Margaret, but this increased damage dealt is actually super noticeable. Like, unreal. It's actually unreal how much, like, how noticeable it really is. And she's actually just a very good overall PvE character. The increased basic stats for goddesses is quite good. Even though I do believe that humans will end up overtaking goddesses in terms of PvP points. Mainly because you've got Yule, or Grace, whatever you want to call them, Bam, whatever. You've got the new Arthur, you've got Transcendent Barn. You've got Kisner, you've got all these characters that can increase your basic stats. You've got Mikasa, you know, all of these characters can increase your basic stats for humans. It's quite a, you know, general thing. Well, and Yuri as well. Yuri is also quite good. I do think humans will end up overtaking goddesses. Relic isn't really that useful. Increase allies' base stats by 3% every time the hero uses a skill at Knighthood boss. It might be useful if she somehow becomes part of a meta team, but I highly doubt it. Most of the teams now are... I don't know, she just wouldn't fit in any of the teams now, unfortunately. Maybe she might. I'm not a Knighthood boss person. I just do my my 9k points a week and I'm done. I got like 20k points 1 week and that was quite good. Gear wise, she wants HP defense. As you can see, I've not even really finished doing her gear. It's on the odd piece. but I haven't finished doing her gear. I will be giving her HP defense. I might not be URing it. I'll just give it to her for now to hold it until I find someone who actually needs a HP defense UR set. But overall, she just needs HP defense. She's a support character, you know, in PvE, she's still going to be a support character. She doesn't need anything other than HP defense. Of course, unless you want to, I don't know, give her crit dam, HP crit, sorry, not HP crit dam, HP crit defense, or, you know, HP crit res. But I would just say stick with HP defense, really. It's just good for overall CC and PvE as well, it's quite good. Of course, unless, you know, a piece of content comes out where she really does need, I don't know, crit defense or crit resistance, then I would just say stick with the standard HP defense gear. It's good enough. And once again, outfits. These are ones I've gotten like for free from events. So you've got the Christmas one, you've got this one, this is the two variants, SSR and UR. This is the SSR one for this one. If you're wondering why I have outfits leveled up, is because I used to use her for clearing floor 2 of Nidhogg. Because she was like the blue one was like the best character for Nidhogg for a small period of time before, of course, got LR Liz, you know, and Freya's relic, and then, you know, she sort of fell off quite hard, and then we end up with the goddess team we currently have today. Weapons wise, this is the affinity one for the blue Christmas one, and these are all paid diamonds, sorry. Once again, all diamonds. This is the blue one, this is the red one's headgear, and this is of course the green one's headgear. Overall, she's a good character. I'll highly recommend leveling her up at least. You don't have to give her gear, especially if you don't really want to use her in PvE, or like you don't mind giving her some other person's HP defense set when you're doing, I don't know, a final boss or whatever. Just give her someone else's set if you don't really want to make her gear. But I recommend leveling her up because, you know, she might be useful for goddesses if they somehow come back to Mirror. I highly doubt they'll come back, but you never know. It's Grand Cross. They might decide to release a kind of super collab and actually make Aqua a goddess, which I highly doubt, but that's Grand Cross. So I'll see you next one, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Goodbye.